Today I didn't feel like running. I woke up at 4:30 am. I stayed in my bed for around 10-15 minutes, just contemplating if I should go. And really the amount of motivation that I had was close to zero. But I knew that I need to go to this workout, and I went to it, and I finished it. Now I tell this to you because I want to brag, bro. I'm so disciplined, no, bro. I have told this to you to show why I can tell you exactly how you can become so consistent and disciplined to the point in which you don't miss a day, like I have managed to do in the last 1 year. Now again, I don't like to brag about my ego, to stroke it, but still, for you to listen to me, I have to say that shit. Let's begin. So the macro is the consistency over months and years, but the thing that actually affects it, that is behind it, is the micro, and we need to focus on the micro, so in the macro we will seem extremely consistent. So macro is the big picture, micro is the small picture, is the daily actions. And in those actions, before taking them, there is one big obstacle to the act of doing them, and I call it the wall. It's basically the moment before deciding to go to this workout, this study session, this whatever. It's this part in which we feel not a lot of motivation. We know that we will suffer during those times and really feel friction. This wall is friction, and that's where we need to use the most amount of discipline. In the micro, there are 3 stages to the act of becoming so consistent you never missed. And the first thing is to design your life in a way that you can't miss a workout. So let me explain. There are a lot of people out there that are not consistent. They don't manage to become consistent because of this one thing. This is a huge mistake that they all make. They want to become consistent, let's say in lifting weights, but they don't design their lives in a way that allow them to train for 1 hour 3 times per week. And then when those days come, when they need to work out, they realize that they have no time for it. They think that they have no time, but in reality they haven't planned their days in advance in a way that allow them to go to this workout. So before I tell you how to get over these walls that are basically the second stage, you need to realize that your life need to be designed in a way that you have the actual time and ability, and you are in the right place when you need to do those workouts, because that's the easiest way to reduce the friction, to make the wall shorter. And then the second stage, how to actually break through the wall. So I have just made up this equation that includes the 3 main things when it comes to breaking through this wall. So there are a few more things, this is a bit more nuanced, but these are the main ones. It's basically momentum plus discipline times motivation, both of them. Basically, the more disciplined you are and the more momentum that you have built until now, the more energy and power that you will have to break through this wall. And today in the morning, when I told you that my motivation was close to zero, it wasn't zero, it's never zero. I say it right now because I want you to realize that no matter how demotivated you are, if you decided to pursue this goal in the first place, you have some motivation to achieve it even in those days. And you will have to not only remind yourself of the momentum that you have built, the time that you have done this thing until now, you will also have to use discipline and just break through it with the sheer force. And then the third stage. So after you break through the wall, after you go to this session and you start it, you will realize one very surprising thing. The amount of pain and suffering that you go through when you do this thing is not as high as you thought it is before you broke the wall. And then as you will do it in the finish line, when you will finish it, you have to do one crucial thing. You have to pat yourself on the back and indulge in some positive self-talk. Make yourself feel proud and fulfilled and happy that you have went through it, because that's a really simple and easy way to not only make yourself feel better after this thing, and also increase your future self's motivation to do it, because when you will have to go through this wall with discipline, you will be able to remember the end of the workout where you felt so much pride, and your motivation will increase, and you will be able to use less discipline and still go the next times. Now we do it because discipline is pretty much a finite source, but the good thing about it is that we can develop it and increase our discipline over a long period of time. And if you want to learn exactly how I became disciplined, this is the masterclass, or else if you want to get free stuff from me, link in the description. Bye bro.